Sports director Cullen Holt joins us live tonight with a memorable night for the Zabel family.
And those are some incredible stats, guys. 9 NDSU draft picks in just the last 12 years. And Seattle's a pretty good spot for Zabel as well. He addresses the offensive line need. He also teams up with a former Bison teammate, Jalen Sundell. And then this happens. Wait for it. ORCS would go on to win in overtime.
We've got Kindred facing off against Shiloh Christian. It's all on WDAY. Does it look like we're ready? Yeah, we're ready. Thank you, guys.
Torn and meniscus were not the words Vikings fans wanted to hear about their top 10 draft pick, J.J. McCarthy. The question now is, how long will that injury sideline their potential quarterback of the future? Now, this is what that same roster looks like now. 3 players graduated, 7 gone through the transfer portal.
I grip it like that.
Favorite pitch?
I probably like my curveball the most.
Okay. Rachel, Hankinson, North Dakota only has a population of about 900 people, but here in the Vikings tailgate lot, you can't go far without seeing a Tampa Bay number 69 Cody Mauk jersey. Well, I'm told that these specific scissors will be used by one of these 4 teams remaining here at this tournament in Bismarck to cut down the nets. Police say Pickett fired a gun at a house after he and another player were involved in an argument with a track athlete Saturday night.
We weren't 100% sure where the Bison would end up in the FCS playoffs after their last-second loss to South Dakota yesterday, but you can see NDSU down in the corner there, seeded number 2 by the playoff committee today. That means home field advantage and a first-round bye.
What would you say to someone who says then, if you want to modernize the program, why pick someone that's been around for 20 years?
Coach, coming out of the bye week, get a big conference win. Was that the energy you wanted?
Well, it was closer.
Tell me what you saw on that final play. Can you walk me through it if you remember it?
Hey, thanks to the Red River student section. First Down Friday just feels complete this week. We're adding Minnesota schools to the mix now. We've got a rock star lineup, including the top 2 teams in North Dakota. We start, though, with our game of the week. Barnesville versus DGF, and 2 teams that ended their seasons at US Bank Stadium last year. Roll tape.
6th-ranked Alabama men's basketball is back home this morning after a memorable trip to Grand Forks. Devils Lake native Grant Nelson playing his final game in his home state. But UND almost made it memorable for the Tide for all the wrong reasons.
Most families spend their time together at the park or the movies, but for the Oliver family, they spend their time together at the hockey rink. And without them, the Fargo Force junior hockey team probably wouldn't be where it is today.
Do scratches get socks?
No.
No. Do goalies get socks?
No.
Depends on the goalie, right?
It takes a lot of work to get the Fargo Force ready for practice. Laundry to sort, uniforms to repair, skates to sharpen.
That's why you come to me for skates. Perfect.
Just another day in the office for equipment extraordinaire, Maddie Oliver.
A deeper cut means you're gonna get more grip on the ice. You're gonna cut into the ice a little bit more.
Down the hall, his wife Stephanie
There you go, that's better.
is running a weightlifting session before practice.
You're gonna lower it down like an RDL, jump up.
She's using her experience training NHL players on the East Coast to build the Force's new in-house strength and conditioning program.
And got to experience really, really good training and what really good training meant, and I really wanted to bring that back to North Dakota.
Now in their 3rd year with the Force, these days during hockey season
Did I miss anybody?
can get long.
Yeah, so game day, like I say, puck drops on a Friday night is a 7:05 puck drop, so I usually walk through the door at 6 a.m.
Good thing they've got some help.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And their children, twins, Cody and Easton.
You do just kind of have that moment of, wow, this is really cool. I mean, and I think that's what just makes it so special and so fun is I've got my best friend and my 2 favorite people in the whole world, and I get to go do something that's really fun and a part of it.
The 2 met in Stephanie's hometown of Killdeer, North Dakota. Maddie, a first-year teacher at Killdeer High. Stephanie's dad was the principal. Talk about making a good first impression.
Well, my mom liked him.
Yeah,
so
I always kind of joke I won her parents over before I won her over, I guess.
Yes. And for Maddie and Stephanie, it's not just about making sure players have the best gear or the fastest muscles.
Yep, you bet.
In this age group too, they just absorb so much because it is before they go to college or they go to the NHL, and they're absorbing so much of what you're doing. So you're really at a precious time to actually build something with them.
When you're working with other adults, they're pretty established in their life, whereas these guys, they've got the whole world in front of them, and so they'll listen to you.
Even though their jobs have taken them all over the country,
There you go. Get a pie. Get a pie.
this is home.
I used to come home and talk about my team, or she used to come home and talk about her team, and now we come home and we talk about the same team. So that's cool.
UND football coach Isaac Frichte is thankful these days for a beautiful family, 3 little UND fans in the making. But today the Frichte family is telling their story. It's one of tragedy, healing, and maybe something we can all learn about honoring the life of somebody we've lost.
Let's go. Good mindset day. Let's go.
Isaac Frichte's energy at UND football practice is hard to miss.
Get him rolling.
An ex-NFL player with plenty to teach.
Let's go now.
And the memory of his first child, gone too soon, with him all the time.
We talk about toughness everywhere that I coach, and there's a large portion of it that I think about him every single time we do.
It was the spring after Isaac's first season of coaching. He and his wife Kenzie excited to see their first baby boy at his 20-week ultrasound. Then, news no parents want to hear.
She explained the condition that our child had, which was called anencephaly, which meant that the top of his head didn't form, and so then the brain doesn't form either.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know what to do.
May 4th, 2019, Dak Frichte arrives at just 28 weeks, 5 days.
3 hours and 14 minutes or whatever it was pretty special to us.
But once we held him and he was our own, you forget about what normal is, and we loved him just as he was.
How does somebody so little make so big an impact in so little time?
Once we had him and lost him, you really appreciate life, and you realize how special life is, how short it can be. And his impression has been everlasting.
The Frichtes say their faith, plus a whole lot of love from friends and family, got them through those lowest points.
Because I was angry, I was sad. Why us? Why him? Why me?
It's not like we could go out and go to dinner to a nice place and that was going to make you feel better for the weekend. Or
his second birthday, we thought we can still be sad, that's fine, but we need to figure out how to use this positively and celebrate his life going forward for the rest of our lives.
And so, an idea. May Day baskets, but with a bonus. Dak's story.
it's become a thing of its own, to be quite honest with you.
Dak would have turned 6 on Sunday. 6 baskets for 6 strangers' houses.
See the bags right there?
Anencephaly affects about 1 in every 5,000 babies. Maybe these little goodie bags can help spread a little awareness.
And we pile in the van and drive around and spend time together and get to give people treats and stuff, so it's kind of cool.
And there's one more way Dak left his little fingerprints on their lives.
I truly think that these guys are here because of Dak.
All that poking and prodding that comes with a high-risk pregnancy found a rare disease that hadn't caused problems yet, but if gone undetected, could have affected their other children.
So shortly after he passed away, it was Mother's Day. It was a few days later. And so every Mother's Day, I feel like I'm so grateful for getting to be mom to 3 healthy children, but it's always kind of a sad day to think about my first Mother's Day was spent wishing he were here.
And Kenzie hopes Dak's powerful story can remind women who are trying to grow their family to take prenatal vitamins. Anencephaly is never 100% preventable, but the CDC does say that if you get enough folic acid, that can lower the risk.